Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Turkish Delight. Suzanne's with you. Hope you're all doing super well and delightful. Today I'm going to be doing a little video about some brushes that I just purchased, and I'm super excited to be using them because I've been wanting these brushes for about a year now, and I finally got them in the mail, and I used them today while I was doing my makeup. So as you can see, I have like a greeny gray shimmery smoky eye kind of look. I just kind of was in the mood to do something different, but I used them. I actually didn't use a lot of them, and I used one previously for like a neutral look, but I didn't use them for my dark colors because I don't know, I was kind of afraid, and because they're expensive and I know brushes are meant to be used, but yeah. So you probably are all wondering which brushes I'm talking about, and they are the Zoeva brushes. I'm so excited that I finally got these, like I said. So I'm going to be doing a little review about what comes in the package and my personal opinion about them. So if you want to know more about this product, then keep on watching. Okay, so these brushes are incredible. Like, I don't think I've ever been more in love with a brush in my life. Like, I normally just use Real Techniques brushes, and I've been having an eye on the Zoeva brushes for quite some time now, and finally getting them, I'm just excited. So this is what, there's two different ones, and I got the rose gold ones, and there's the complete set, I think it's called, and then there's like an eye set. I personally purchased both of them, but I'm going to be talking about the just the complete, you know, general basic brushes that you can use for like every day. So it comes, I got the rose gold one because they just look so pretty. They come in a really big pouch. As you can see, it's quite, you know, big. A big slur on. But yeah, they're quite big, and inside was, when I got them in the box, inside were the brushes, and they were all packaged neatly in like a clear like wrap, and then each of them had its own wrap and then like a brush cover. So it was really nice. In the inside, there's like a little zipper, so there's like a pouch in a pouch kind of thing, which I think is really cool. And there's just this little card that pretty much says, you know, who packaged this all the way in Germany. So that's kind of cool. I thought it was interesting. And so yeah, this is like a really good pouch to, you know, put all of your makeup in when you're traveling. It's just a really good bag, and it's like brown with rose gold detailing. I love it. So yeah. So it comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 brushes. I had to count. The first one is a powder brush. So that's number 106. Zoeva. It's super big. This is actually the first time I'm taking this one out. I've only taken 3 of them out of the casing so far, but it's super big and like super fluffy. So you can see that they all have white tips, which I think is incredible. Not really incredible, but it's a really good thing to add to a brush, because that way you kind of know when your brush is dirty, rather than having plain like brown bristles or black bristles, like hair fibers or whichever, you know, the brush it's kind of been using on. You kind of know when it's dirty and when it's not. So this one, I think, it's been a while since I've cleaned it, but this you can immediately tell, and I can show you in a different brush that I have used that I've used it. So yeah, so this one is the powder brush. So that's what it comes with. You can pretty much use it for any kind of powder, all over powder, bronzer, I don't know, whatever you just put on your face. It all works. The 102 brush, this one is a silk finish. So I find this one really similar to the Real Techniques buffer brush, just because you can pretty much just silkily, like flawlessly add, like finish your foundation onto your skin using it in like a circular motion, and just makes everything seem more soft rather than using what people normally use is like a foundation brush for the one that's kind of pointed. I've stopped using that. That was kind of like my go-to brush that I'd always use, but ever since I saw people using ever since I pretty much saw other people using the rubber brush to, you know, flawlessly kind of blend the foundation into the skin, that's all I've been using, and I don't think I've ever been happier with like a smooth finish of the foundation. So yeah, this is the Luxe Sheer Chic. So this is a blush brush, or you can use for contour or highlight. So this one's all white. The brush itself, the hairs. So yeah, so it's very narrow, and so you could use it for your contour, for your highlight, and for the cheek, for the blush on the cheek. So this one is I find really nice. So I can't wait to use pretty much all the brushes that I haven't used yet. So I'm excited. And then the next brush, I'm kind of going in order of like biggest to smallest. I don't know why I'm going in that order, but I just am. This one is very similar to the Silk Finish one, but it's just a very, has a tinier head to it, and you can just use this one. This one also you could use to kind of like set under eye concealer powder, or this one like for more defined contour. So it's known as the 110 brush, which is the face shape brush. So you can use it, yes, it's mainly for face shaping, but I don't know, you could use it for whatever you kind of need, something small and like densely packed. So this one it's a good brush. They're all good brushes. I'm just excited. This one I have used, as you can see it's a little dirty. This one is a concealer buffer. So I used this today and I buffed in my NARS Radiantly Creamy concealer, and I don't think, like, I normally just kind of use my ring finger to smooth it all out, and then apply it like a powder on under my eyes, just to set everything in place. But this one I used just to blend the concealer, and it was flawless. It's also very densely packed, but not too dense, so it won't stretch, like drag the skin. So I find that like each of them kind of has its own, you know, quality as to like how they're all packed. Are they loose together? You know, I find them very like well made. So that is that one, and that's 142, the concealer buffer. I've also used is the Luxe Soft Definer. It's a 227. This one also comes not tapered, but it's like flat, and then it kind of like widens out. So this one is a really good like, I don't know, for me, like an all over shadow, like kind of, you just want something specifically in the crease because it is so narrow. So that's kind of what I use this one for, to add in like a neutral color or transition colors of eyeshadow. So I find this one, you know, really helpful. So that's number 227. And this one is also, it's like very light. It's a very like light brush. It's not so densely packed, so that, you know, you also don't like drag your lid whilst working with eyeshadow. The next one is the Luxe Petite Crease. It's number 231. It is pretty much, it's pointed and it's tapered, specifically defined to work into your crease line, and I find it really useful, you know, for working into the crease, all over, or just on like the outer V of your eye. So it kind of, it's like, it's multi-purpose, and it's just packed enough just to like give it a certain amount, like a good amount of eyeshadow hold, just to work in those specific areas. So again, very well like designed for all the brushes that they've done with. So this one is very like, I find it a good tool to use when you're working. It's also tapered, pointy enough to even work underneath your waterline if you want to go and like add a color underneath your eyeliner or just underneath like the waterline. The final brush is, is a very, very, very finely pointed wing liner brush, and this one's number 317. It is so fine and so narrow that it's literally perfect to wing a liner or add color underneath your waterline, or use it to use like an eyeshadow instead of an eyeliner on the top of your lid, the top side. So they're all made specifically towards something, and I find that extremely useful. Like this entire set is incredible for people who are just kind of starting off with brushes and are new makeup artists and just kind of want to have a good time and have fun, and just I'm no makeup artist. I'm no makeup artist. I just kind of do for myself like what kind of looks pretty. I don't think I could ever do makeup on other people. That's just, personally I don't think I could ever do makeup for other people. I just can't imagine myself doing that. I don't know, some people say, you know, your makeup is really pretty, but I don't know. I kind of buy these brushes mainly for myself, so I could enjoy and like have a nice splurge kind of going on with myself, treating myself, pampering myself in just a makeup way, not necessarily through some skincare. So I'm just going to briefly show you, this one is completely sealed. This one is the eye set, the complete eye set, and I think that was the complete like face set. So this one is also comes with a little pouch, all in the same rose goldy detail, and this is pretty much how it all comes with. This one comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 brushes. So there are repeats from in this set that there are in this set. I think there's like two or three brushes that are actually repeated into the set, but I bought both because I don't have a lot of eye brushes. I tend to use kind of like the brushes that come in the palettes, like the Urban Decay, the Naked palettes. I use those brushes. Just some other like random brushes that I kind of buy here and there, but I don't have like a specific set that's, you know, targeted right towards, you know, eye brushes. So I thought, you know, why not? And that's kind of what I did. And the price was, I think $77. I can't remember exactly how much it was. I went a little English for a second. And there we go again. So they're luxury brushes. They're really, really, really soft. I can imagine that they would last, you know, a lifetime if you could take care of them properly, clean them as when needed, and they're just beautiful. All of them, again, have like the rose gold detailing with the name of what kind of brush it is, which I found incredibly useful for people who just don't know, oh, well, like what this brush is for. They just look on it and say, oh, this is a wing liner brush, or this is a powder brush and contour brush, you know. So I find it really helpful that the brushes do have that. You can go on the Zoeva website and change the currency to wherever you are. For Canada, it's all in US dollars, and I think there's a $15 flat rate shipping fee when it ships to the US or Canada, so I kind of made it worth the shipping price. So I bought the 2 sets, and I actually purchased 3 different palettes that they had as well, along with a brush. No, not a blush. Not a brush, a blush. So this one is the blush that I purchased. I saw it online and I kept getting it in emails, and I saw it was like absolutely gorgeous. It's called Luxe Color Brush, and again with the brush, it's a blush, blusher. We're just gonna call it that. Gentle Touch. I'm not sure if this has a name on it, but it's the lightest one. If you check out their blushes, so it's very, very soft. Just kind of for those days I bought it. It has a little mirror on the inside as well. For those days where I just kind of want a really soft like pinkiness to my cheeks, so yeah. And I also purchased these 3 palettes. The Naturally Yours palette. It has a lot of matte shades, which I think are good for transition shades that kind of work well with like the 2 other palettes, well, kind of all the palettes. The Rose Golden and the Rose Golden palette, and finally one of the most famous talked about ones is the Cocoa Blend palette. So yeah, if you want me to do like a review on the palettes, you can let me know in the comment box below. Anyways, that's pretty much it. I'm super excited to use the rest of my brushes, and for those who were debating, I cannot speak today. For the rest of those who were debating on, you know, should I splurge and buy some Zoeva brushes, I honestly think that you should make it like an investment, because I don't think you're gonna need any other brush after this. I personally don't think I'm gonna be buying any other brushes after this for me personally. But that's obviously your decision. Everyone has entitled to their own opinion. And so yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and this review. So that's pretty much it for my video today. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope that you guys have a super wonderful and fabulous day. And I hope to see you in my next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!